Leadership, are you well?
No, I'm okay.
Good. Thank you very much for your time, leadership. We just concluded the festival here. Can you tell us from the Gauteng Football Association side, what message are you communicating to the nation and to Gauteng with this festival here?
Yeah, actually, from this perspective of football, we actually wanted to showcase the fact that Women's Day cannot only be celebrated through other festivals only without actually including sports. So we thought it will be a wise thing for us to can actually celebrate the Women's Day through football, just to send a message out to say that also from our side as football, we are also with women. We also share their sentiments and in whatever that the processes or the challenges that they are facing, we are actually with them.
Chairperson, if you can help us maybe to understand that the work that the Gauteng Football Association is doing with regards to women's football, and what are some of the milestones that you've achieved in that regard?
Look, when you look at this particular league, we started it with only one division. And the reason or the rationale behind that was that all our junior national team, there were no platform whereby these particular players they can be drawn from. It was very difficult, especially for the national coaches. Now we moved from the one level, the under 14, to the under 15, now under 17. Next year, we are also planning to say that we must have the other division, which is the under 19, so that whenever the national coaches want to select players, it becomes very easy because they can come to the matches, watch the games, and be able to select their players, not only from one day whereby there are trials and sometimes the player is not at his best and he cannot be seen.
We see the leagues, the Sasol League, the regional leagues, LFAs, the TWTL functioning. But what is happening in terms of women representation behind the scenes in the offices of SAFA Gauteng? What work has been done to ensure that women also occupy those positions where they can have a voice and change the direction of South African football?
When you look in terms of the constitution of all the regions, let me start first with all the regions. Number one, all the regions are supposed to have a women vice president. It's one of the requirements. And in terms of the quota within their respective executive, there's also a threshold that is only reserved for women to can participate. Now we're actually taking this bit by bit so that at a certain point we'll have enough representation. But by meeting that particular quota of having a certain number of women through the constitution and also having at least a vice president, it actually shows that we are actually moving in the right direction.
We know corporate has not really, come close to support some of the work that is being done here. What is your message to South African corporate in terms of supporting not only the women's game but football in Gauteng?
Yeah, if you could look at the track record of GDL specifically, it started in 2011. We are now at a stage whereby at least we've got the numbers, our viewership are very good. Now we can actually go into the market and showcase to say that this is what we can provide or give in return in terms of the investment. It's not easy, but we'll actually play with the corporate world to come to football and assist us in terms of sponsoring some of these programs that we're actually running. Now at this stage, we've got the broadcast that is there that can actually assist us in terms of ensuring that also the sponsors, they got their returns in terms of investment.
Today in this festival, you also showcased match officials, all women. What work is happening behind the scenes, to promote women in terms of officiating, match commissioners, referees, assistant referees, and so forth?
Yeah, we've actually been driving this particular program. Mr. Victor Kongwane, as the chairperson of the Gauteng Referees Committee, is actually spearheading that program. And also, we've got also a program that we are actually running that we have started. We're recruiting players from the age of 14 until 21. It's a new core of referees that we are training, preparing for the future. And out of that cohort of referees that we're recruiting, we also want to ensure that some of them are women, so that when we move along, so that in future we must actually have enough referees that could be able to handle our game. But I'm excited about the performance of today's referees. It actually showcased to say that at least we are doing a very good job.
Last one, Chairperson, in terms of the coaching courses, we see the coaching Gauteng rolling out coaching courses in regions, in LFAs. Is there something that you are doing to say we see most of those courses males who are in those courses. What are you doing? What can be done to attract female coaches to also form part of these coaches so that they are also empowered?
You know, the biggest challenge that we actually face is the cost fees that are there. And most of the women cannot actually afford it. We are also engaging with our partners like the Gauteng Department of Sports, Arts, Culture and Recreation to come on board. And whenever we do a courses like that, specifically when there are women, they can be able to actually cover the cost for them, because most of them they cannot actually afford.
Chairperson, thank you very much, and we look forward to more innovations and more programs from the Gauteng Football Association.
Thanks a lot.